Welcome to Great Imports. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm here at Cheapest Carsales with Kimya. How are you, Kimya?
Hello, good, thank you. Welcome.
So tell us a bit about yourself.
So we've been here in Murrumbeena for about 3 years now. We've been in the industry for about 15 years.
15 years?
Yes,
It's a
we
while.
started importing about 3 years ago from Japan. We only deal with import cars.
Okay, so from you changed 3 years ago
that was
to...
my bad. So we've been in the industry, car industry, for about 15 years.
So how long have you been involved with it?
So I've been involved about 5 years now, and
Yep.
then we opened up Cheapest Carsales about 3 years ago, and that's when we started importing.
It's interesting. What made you go to JDM Imports?
So this is actually my dad's business.
Yep.
So he's the big boss.
So you should be talking
It's
to
a
him.
family business, yeah. So I started working with him about 5 years ago, and then we
changed.
opened up
Yeah.
Cheapest
So it was
Carsales
because
together.
of you they changed the imports?
It was during lockdown. There kind of was a market for it. Car manufacturing stopped in Australia.
Sure.
There was a big gap. Car prices spiked insanely, and we thought it was a great time to start looking at imports.
It was a good time to diversify.
Yeah.
And how's it been?
It's been good. It's a little hard to judge because the first 2 years of our business we were in lockdown,
Yeah.
but this year it's been great.
Yeah.
I'm still a baby in the industry.
Still a baby in the industry.
I've got a lot to learn, but we're learning.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Pretty impressive at 25. Started 5 years ago, started at 20.
Started at 20,
And,
worked with my dad, yes.
We have been dealing with you, well, I have personally been dealing with you for I think a year or two now or so on.
Yeah.
But
about that.
first time I've actually met her, but it's very impressive, very impressed.
Thank you.
With the setup, how you do things, organisation, so it's good. It's good to have people like you in the industry.
Thank you.
And also a woman,
Yes.
a female running imports.
Definitely a minority in this business.
Yes,
I haven't met
hopefully-
any other females.
Hopefully you're an inspiration.
I hope.
Let's see what happens. And it seems like you deal with more Euro top end. You've got some really nice cars there, which I'm sort of confused about. Cheapest. So are they still cheap? Because they look very
Cheapest
expensive.
Of the luxury cars, we do sell the luxury cars at the cheapest prices in Melbourne.
So what sort of range?
What sort of range? So we have Mercedes starting at about 60,000, going up to about 150.
Okay, so model range. What sort of models are you selling?
So at the moment we're doing Mercedes S400 and S450s.
Oh wow, so you're trying to specialise in them.
It's in the S
And-
classes, and then we do Toyota Alphards. We obviously do the GTRs, the R35s.
So you're not interested in all the cheap under 20,000 cars?
No, we do. We do a lot of passenger hybrid cars, like the Honda Fits, the Nissan Notes, Toyota Sci, Lexus HS250, hybrid cars that you wouldn't usually find here in Australia.
Okay, and they're cheapest, right?
They are cheap for what
Cheap.
they are.
Cheapest.
Cheapest, yes. The cheapest in Melbourne, yes.
Okay, the cheapest European cars in Melbourne.
Yes.
You'll stand by it.
Yes, we stand by it. We will beat the prices.
I'm putting you on the spot here. The customers are going to see this. They'll hold you against it.
Hold me against it. I stand by my word.
All right, there you go. She stands by her word. So if you come in here and they're not cheap enough, talk to Kimya.
Deal with me.
You're in trouble, Kimya. You don't know what you just done.
I'll manage.
As long as you sell cars, are you
I'm
worried?
nervous.
No. You want to sell cars, right?
Yes,
So as long as you can stand by your word,
Definitely.
you're going to sell cars.
for sure. I'm a woman of my word.
Good stuff. I like that. Okay, so your thoughts in the industry and what we're doing. What are your thoughts? Do you know what we're doing? We're trying to expose the industry in a
Yes.
good way.
I think it's great. I think Great Imports definitely has a negative connotation around it.
Hence why we chose it.
Exactly. I have a lot of customers that come in and they're really interested by the car. They think the price is great. They think everything's great. But then as soon as they find out it's a Great Import, they're a little hesitant to
Yeah.
move forward with it.
So it's easier if you change the position of the word grey imports than changing everyone's mind to think
Exactly.
something else. So that's why we picked it. It's been around
Yeah.
that in the 90s. It started the grey import term,
Yeah.
and it's sort of gone back,
Yeah.
and we're going to bring it back.
I try to explain that, you know, if it's a Mercedes, they're all manufactured in Germany. A Mercedes is a Mercedes, but still the Great Import, the term, I think.
All Mercedes cars are built with every language standard,
Yeah.
and you can choose it when you can program it and
Yeah,
change it
exactly.
anytime. There's no upgrade required. So you're right. They're all built for the world
Yeah.
at a high standard, and they
Yeah.
comply to all standards around the world.
Exactly. I think if anything, cars that are manufactured and sold predominantly in Japan for themselves are of higher quality of what we get exported out here in Australia.
100%. That's what we're trying to say to people.
They keep the best to themselves.
The Tarago is a perfect example, right?
Yeah.
Even the best spec Tarago here,
Yeah.
which is basically, we call it a steamer,
Yeah.
right? A base model steamer there still beats the top model here.
Yeah.
Now, what does that tell you about us?
Exactly.
Is our standard of quality so low?
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
We're
Well, it has to be.
we're accepting Japan's trash here.
Exactly. But so people like yourself are trying to bring in the more high-end stuff or the better quality build stuff
Exactly.
and offer that to customers at a cheaper price.
Exactly, yes, that's exactly what we're trying to do.
Yeah. And so what's the perception around grey imports? What is it? Dig into it and let's analyze the word grey imports. Why are people worried about buying grey imports?
I think,
From your opinion, yeah?
my opinion, one main reason as well is that dealerships themselves in Australia tend to sway customers away from grey imports.
Used car sales and new car dealerships?
New car dealerships.
100%, yeah. And they've got a storm coming.
Exactly, they don't like the competition, so they share their opinion in a negative way.
Yeah, and their opinion is has been in the past very strong and effective.
Yeah,
because of who they are. But they've got a storm coming, and I am the storm that's coming their way, and we're going to change it, right? We are going to change it. We're going to hit them hard with it, and we're going to change everyone's opinion. So, how do they put us down? Kilometers, bad quality cars.
I don't think they can judge the quality and the kilometers because, it's very competitive with their cars, and the quality, you can see the quality. I think it's more they scare customers about parts.
Oh yeah.
They don't tell them that parts are all the same. I think mostly warranty and the trust that if something goes wrong with their car, they can just take it back to a Mercedes dealership, whereas us companies, they feel as though we might not be here.
And is that
when
true?
They have a problem. No, that's not true.
So your family's been around 15 years,
yes,
and you diversified to this for a reason, and you're doing okay. So
exactly.
I don't think your plan is to leave soon, right?
No, definitely.
If you're 25, so you're still going to be around here when you're 50?
Yes.
I'll hold you against it.
Hold me against it.
Hold on. That's if I'm still alive. This I don't know if I'll be alive. Sammy, hold her against it. He'll be there. Yeah, you're right. And you're on par. And I'll give you a bit, from my experience, parts, backup, service.
Yeah.
The trust between if they're genuine kilometres or not.
Yeah.
If they're damaged in accident cars and being repaired, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So as far as kilometres are concerned, what's your opinion on that with imports? Has that changed? Is it the same? Is it a question mark? Let's be honest to the people there and just tell us your opinion whether it might affect us or not.
Yeah, well, to be honest, kilometres on cars can be changed in Australia as well.
Thank you.
It's not specific to grey imports.
Yeah.
If anything, in Japan, everything is documented, and we cherry pick our cars. We check everything before we purchase a car. Once we purchase it, we have a workshop in Japan. We check them there. It costs a lot, and it's a lot of effort. It takes months for us to import a car, so we wouldn't bring anything that
100%.
is played around with.
So how do you get away with when you wind back your cars before bringing them in?
If we want to,
Bring them in?
if we bring them in.
Yeah, how do you get away with them when you wind them back?
So we have a workshop in Japan. We check them over there.
Oh, so they wind them back before they come in? Oh, that's what I was getting at.
No,
you got confused.
No, we don't do
don't
any
do that.
of that. No, I wouldn't get involved in any of that business. I see our business as a long-term business. I don't want to create. It's just not worth it.
But there is a system in place. I was just putting on the spot and man from being funny for our shorts. There's a system in place, and you're right. It's so disappointing for a country like ours, who we almost need a permit from the council to go to the toilet to take a piss, right?
Yes.
But we don't have something in place to stop this kilometre wind back in the local industry, and Japan does. And just to give these guys an idea, so every time an ownership change, or I think they have a shotgun registration system where it's more intense than our roadworthies. It gets documented. I think I might be wrong, but something along those lines. It gets documented though. Every time there's a ownership change here and there's a roadworthy that documents the kilometres, why isn't it documented? Why can't Vic Roads pick up on the next roadworthy based on the last kilometres that hey, this car's been wound back? I'm sure it's just a code they have to put in place because everything's. There's software now in place, right? It can be done so easily. So what's easier? Local cars are easier to wind back than Japanese cars with the current laws that we have in place. Because to comply your car, you have to produce your export certificate. The export certificate has the kilometres written on it.
Yes.
If there's anything wrong, it'll be picked up.
Yeah.
Tell me something that is in place with local cars here. Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
It's definitely a lack of knowledge.
Yeah. So hopefully we can get out there to people. Now, what about damaged and repaired cars? That's another perception of people. How often do you bring cars that are still damaged and come in?
We don't import at all cars that are damaged.
You fix them before they leave.
No, we don't even buy them. We don't touch them.
I can tell.
All our cars, we tend to...
They're clean cars.
Exactly. We only go for clean cars.
And I think that was a thing in the 90s,
Yeah.
but things have changed. It's so expensive now, labour,
Yeah.
and the downtime, it's just not worth it.
It's not worth it. And for our business especially, we do... so we import the cars and we also comply them ourselves here. And we also do the roadworthies. So we have the workshop next door.
It's a one-stop shop.
It's a one-stop shop, yeah.
Even
So
tyres.
for us to do everything, it's just not worth it.
Yeah,
for us.
but you don't have panel facilities here, panel and paint.
No, we don't.
Just mechanical repairs and
Yeah.
maintenance.
We work with a few other workshops that...
Okay, yeah, no. And it's a good setup to have. So you're absolutely right. They are a concern for people, but there's just not enough information out there to educate them.
there is.
The other thing is the perception of parts, right?
Yes.
How silly is it? We buy most of our parts from these dealerships that tell these people that they're not parts there. They're all there. They carry them on shelf. It's a couple of days wait because most parts are interchangeable.
Yeah.
Panel parts are different,
Yeah.
but tell me Toyota, Mitsubishi, or anyone that we order parts from 2 weeks from ex-Japan and put a premium on it and charge us and make them happy.
You know, these parts aren't even manufactured here in Australia. Everything comes from Japan.
That's right. Even for the local stuff.
Yeah.
That's right. But that's what they tell you. So tell the customers what exactly you guys offer. I know you said one-stop shop, so you do parts backup. So if someone smashed their bumper bar, like someone I heard before had gone through a drive-through and was just embarrassed about it.
Yeah.
It was a man of forms. How can you help them out?
We can definitely help with parts. We do work with a lot of other workshops. We work with panel beaters, we work with parts, people who deal with parts.
So you can find that bumper bar for that customer of yours?
Yeah, definitely. For us specifically though, we do, so we're a raw workshop as well. So what's that called?
Raws, yeah?
Raws,
Compliance
yeah.
Centre?
Yeah, so we're raws, and we also do roadworthies here as well.
So you weren't a compliance centre on the old system, only the new system?
Only the new system, yeah.
It's only 1st of July, so even the interim system you started last year? Or
Yeah, last year.
And that's going well for you?
It's going well, yeah.
So it was
Very easy system.
Sorry. And so compliance, workshop,
Yes.
sales, and
Yes.
parts.
And parts, yeah.
And all to do with the cars, nothing else, not installations and so on, nothing else.
At the moment, just cars.
It's good. It's
Yeah.
better stay that way.
Yeah.
Concentrate on it.
Trying.
Tell us a bit about how your dad started and how he got to the industry 15 years ago.
So when we first moved from Iran here, my dad started working at he.
At a
Ask
dealership?
him. No, so he didn't have a dealership at the time.
What
They started
industry?
with tyres.
Okay.
So they started with a tyre shop.
Yeah.
They did wheels, they did tyres, they did services, and then they started doing roadworthies. And then we moved here from Bayswater to Murrumbina. I think it was.
Oh, so
2006.
Bayswater on Mountain Highway?
Yeah,
In that
correct,
corner?
the corner, yes. The tyre factory.
Who was the partner, your dad's partner?
It was another gentleman who was working with at the time.
What was his name again?
Abby's.
That's it. Because I was around the corner at the time.
Oh,
I used to see
yeah.
Paris a lot.
And that's how you guys met.
Yeah. And through Ali. Okay, and so he then changed over to the cars.
Yeah, so when we moved here to Murrumbina and then we went into lockdown.
Yeah.
And then during that time, I wasn't at uni, so we had a lot of time to sit and think. And that's when the car market really started boosting. And then we thought, hey, this is a good time to get involved.
And you got involved too.
And then we got involved, yeah.
And so you left your uni?
No, so I'm in my final year of law now. Almost at the end.
You do law?
I am doing law.
You're in the middle of a law degree.
I'll be a lawyer next
You
year.
just shocked me there. Hold on. So I didn't know what saying you was. So, whoa,
A lawyer and a car saleswoman.
what an inspiration you are going to be to hopefully you are.
I haven't-
You should be, and you should be proud of it too. So, okay, so it's your final year.
My final year.
Where you doing it, Deacon?
Monash.
Monastery,
Yes.
Clayton.
Clayton, yeah. So I'm doing the Juris Doctor. It's a Master of Law.
Nice. Well done.
Thank you.
And last year, and then you got to do your articles after that?
Yeah, so I did have to work for a little bit, and then I'll
And
be.
then you'll be,
I'll
after
be
you
on the
finish your
Supreme
articles, you'll
Court
be,
role.
yeah.
Yes, I'll be a lawyer.
And so who's going to run these?
I think it will be me. I think I'll stay here. I think if it
She's
wasn't...
going to the Supreme Court, and she's going to run it.
When
Dedicated.
me and my dad started this business, it was really, really hard to get involved. It's an industry that people don't like other people getting involved in. So we really started at ground zero. And I think if it wasn't for my legal knowledge, we wouldn't be where we are today.
It's interesting you say that other people don't like.
They don't like
it.
it.
I know.
No one would help me.
So what do they think of me then? Because I help a lot of people get in the industry, don't I?
Yeah.
Including, I think, you guys to begin with. Or I think we set you up, or no, you were already set up?
We were already set up when we started working with you. Yeah.
But you do, know that, the industry is a bit funny with me right now.
Yeah.
For that exact reason.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've actually heard someone actually say it.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I've got so many questions for you. I'm just not sure whether to ask them now or not. So what's your opinion on that? It's right, wrong? How's that for the industry or as competition?
I understand why they were hesitant to help. You know, if they help us, then we just become competition for them. But without their help, we still got to where we were. So people created us, or made us into their enemies along the way, and it wasn't necessary. And I think yourself and Celeste especially have been really, really great to work with.
Thank you.
Very helpful.
As consultants, and no competition at all, because people in the industry know me well. I think they're still a bit funny because they think that I'm going to be competition. That's why I'm doing this. But the thing is, I've given my compliance center up, I've given my workshop up, I've given my retail side up. I'm just a business consultant and the engineering consultancy. That's it.
Yeah.
And trying to get famous. But so, what's your opinion on their thoughts about you being competition if you start?
If we start, I mean, we've already started and we already are competition.
So you believe that's correct?
I believe it's correct, yeah. Okay. But me personally, now if somebody comes to me and asks me for help, I wouldn't see them as competition, I'd help them.
Good, I'm glad. Yeah. Because I don't see them as competition.
Yeah.
See, I'm here to drive the industry further.
Yeah.
And the first thing, or the first hurdle we got to get over as the industry is that actual attitude and thought, because it's not creating competition, it's creating market awareness. The more dealers that are out there, the more customers are aware that there are people doing it and feel safer.
Yeah.
Right? And the more cars are going to get on the road, which is going to expose the industry to more people.
Yeah.
You cannot grow unless you grow the industry.
Together. And I'm a big believer of working together.
100%.
You know, it takes one person so much longer to do something on their own. We can all do it together and move forward so much faster.
Hence why I'm here. Right? We're trying to unite the whole industry and drive it to the next level.
I love it.
I love the fact you're the first person that's actually with me and I don't even know her. Maybe that's why she doesn't know me. So I'm glad. What that means, what that means is the crew will laugh again. And so you like, well, hold on, what does that mean? That means there's a lot of resentment towards me in the industry.
Yeah.
And it's not from people like yourself that are new.
Yeah.
It's from people in the past who have been in the industry way before me.
Yeah.
And I had a big effect when I came in the industry to these people.
Yeah.
So the resentment is because I'm good at what I do.
Yes.
I mean, come on guys, you know that now, right? And,
they don't like that.
And they don't like that. And I get it. I get it. And it's okay. It's fair enough.
Yeah.
I love it. But it's going to change.
Yes.
I'm here now for everyone. So hopefully everyone can get rid of that resentment towards me. And if that resentment that I created was a positive thing for me, so I'm going to create that same sort of resentment from the used and new car dealerships, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure you want that, right?
Yes.
So support is what I need from people like yourself, giving us the time, and hopefully all those resentful people in the industry as well.
Move on.
You know who you are.
Time to move forward.
100%, and we're going to move in a big way. So tell us, what's your daily driver? Are you enthusiast or are you just here for the money?
I am a European car enthusiast. I'm not specifically a JDM sports car girl.
Yeah. Look, I can't say a lot about that because I wasn't.
Yeah.
But now I am. I was a JDM, Hoons, enthusiast, whatever, but I hadn't been exposed to the 63, so now I am.
Yeah.
So more than that, I actually just, no, let's not get into it. So what's your daily?
My daily is a C300. It's not an import.
Nice.
For now.
And how long you had it?
A few years now.
So have you driven a GTR?
I have driven a GTR. Feels a little illegal to be driving it on our road.
Illegal?
Yes.
Nice, okay. And C300, how long, sorry, did you say?
Had it for a few years now.
A few years, and obviously you love it, you don't want to change.
I do like it, it's good daily.
What would be your next car?
My next car, definitely a Porsche.
A Porsche?
Yes.
Anything in particular, or just as long as it looks good? 911. Nice. But so, do you enjoy power or luxury and style?
Both.
Both.
And I think Porsche gives all.
Yeah. We're in the middle of a podcast, man. Either sit down or get the fuck out of here. So, what about? So, you love the C300, you love power and luxury both. Before the Porsche, have you thought about going into the more powerful Europeans?
More powerful Europeans?
Or are they too big?
Yes.
Like the 63, 450, 500,
They are
Maybach.
nice. Yes, the Maybachs are really nice.
S63, not C63.
Yeah, the S63s. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the S63s, but you haven't obviously seen great imports yet, have you, on Instagram?
No.
You'll see what I do to my 63s.
Yeah.
You should check it out.
If I want to now.
Yeah. So, not far from you like power, you'll a bit of energy
I
there.
do like the lost the word for it.
That's right, we can start again. Which one? A Merc?
Mercs, yes.
The,
I do.
The Camaro,
They're just perfectly built, I think.
they're a strong car, yeah. The 63 is a powerful car. Have you driven a 63? It does not.
I have not driven a 63.
Okay,
Not an S63.
Have you driven a C63?
A C63 I have. They're nice.
It's
But I
very
think the
similar
S
like that.
Yeah.
But if you like, see, I never liked even the 63s, right? I drove one in 2010, 12. So we'll go back on. Sorry, So with the Mercs, I enjoyed power so much.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a bit of history why I never liked them before. I never liked the interior. I'm a bit of a bougie, I love my shit, right? It was just, it was just too old man. And I'm an old man now. I'm talking 20 years ago, right? It just wasn't for me. So, but when I got in a C63, because the power, I was conflicted. Oh my God, it's just so well built, so balanced, and still can fit 5 people in the car, which with imports was hard.
No, you can't
right?
do that.
But I never liked the interior, so I gave it up.
Yeah.
And then the S-classes came in, and I saw an S-class. Oh my God, that was S400, right? Which is a hybrid. So I was back into Mercs. I was like, oh my God. So I just kept driving it. But then the S63 was available. It's all over. I mean, you'll see it on Instagram. It's all over. So that was the older one. Now I've got the 222 series as well. I just got it yesterday.
Nice.
Which is the bundle one. So I'm enjoying it. You should take the S-Class for a drive. It is so comfortable. It's chalk and cheese with the C-Class.
They're a little too gentlemanly for me.
Well, class comes with the price, right?
It does. That is true. Definitely top end. Yes, classes.
Very nice cars, beautiful cars.
They are beautiful.
But a lawyer has to be an S-Class. If you're going to be a lawyer, you've got to be an S-Class or a Maybach.
Maybach, yes.
Maybach, I like
I'll agree
it.
with Maybach.
And have you bought in Maybachs yet?
We have not yet.
They're
Definitely
big,
into
expensive,
something.
aren't
Yeah.
What sort of retail do you know at all? Or
The Maybachs here,
200-300 or?
I think they start around 300,000. Yeah. They're definitely worth the price
They are a nicer car.
for what they are.
How do customers find you?
So they can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and our website.
And what do they search for?
Cheapest car sales.
Cheapest car sales. You can hold her against it. Thank you, Kimya, for giving us the opportunity and spending the time with us and to talk to us.
My pleasure. Thank you for coming.
And would love to come back again in a few months if you're okay with it.
You're always welcome.
Thank you very much. So please don't forget to subscribe, like, love hearts, thumbs up, and see you next time.
Thank you.